everyone, and welcome to Nicko's Kitchen's Fast Food Friday. Today we're going to be making one of the most iconic fast foods around the world. Of course, I'm talking about the McDonald's Apple Pie, and I'm going to show you how you can do it at home. So let's get started.
He's got budget meal Mondays, what you want Wednesdays, fast food Fridays, what else could he share? It's Nicko's Kitchen where satisfying meals are prepared.
So guys, the first thing that we're going to do to get started on our apple pie, just into a pot, I'm going to be putting in some apples. Now, the apple that I'm using is just a normal Granny Smith apple. Now, all I've done with the apple is just cut it up into rough chunks, and I'm just going to put that straight in. Now, of course, with the apple, I've peeled it, and I've also cored it as well, so you just want the flesh, just like that. Now, I've just turned the heat on to a low to medium heat. Now, I'm going to be adding in some spices, and the first one I'm going to add in is some cinnamon. Next, I'm going to be adding in just a very small amount of some ground cloves. And I'm also just going to sprinkle in just a pinch of some sugar. Now just give that a good mix around, make sure you get all those spices combined on the apple. And the very last thing I'm going to be adding to the apples, guys, is some apple cider vinegar. And you only want a small amount of this. Now again, just give this a good mix around. Now what we want to do is cook these for about 7 to 8 minutes, just on a low to medium heat, until the apple softens slightly. It doesn't collapse and goes all juicy, but we do want some of the moisture out of the apples. So like I said, 7 to 8 minutes on that low to medium heat. And just keep watching and stirring them. So guys, it's been about 7 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off. Now what I want you to do is just let them cool completely. Let them cool completely, and then we can get on with our pastry. So what I've got here, guys, is some puff pastry. Now, it's some reduced fat puff pastry, and if you can get your hands on that, this will work much better in the final product. It'll be much more crispier. And what I've done is I've just run a knife straight down the middle, just in half, just like that. And I'm just going to turn it on its other side, and I'm going to cut into 3 lengthways. So just straight down, and then straight down again. Now, I've just transferred our pastry to a baking sheet, and I've lined it with some baking paper. And just on top of the pastry, I've got our cooled apple mixture, and I'm just going to put it straight over the top. Now, once you've got it on the sheet, guys, just spread it out, not all to the edge, but just flatten it as much as you can. And then with our other pieces, all I want you to do is just pop them straight over the top, just like that, and press down on the sides. So I've completely covered our apple pies, guys, and it is very, very important that you make sure that they are completely covered and there's no air pockets that can get in, because when we fry these later, if you don't do this process right, they're going to come apart. So now what we do is we put them back into the freezer for at least an hour, because we want to freeze these once again, get them all nice and hard, and then we're going to deep fry these bad boys off. So I've just turned the heat up to high, guys, just to get that oil nice and hot. Now, if you're not sure when the oil will be ready, just drop a small piece of bread into the oil. If it starts frying away, then you know it's ready. So I've just put our piece of bread in there, you guys. You can see it sizzling away. So now what I want you to do is, straight from the freezer, grab your apple pies, and we're going to pop them in. So we've got our frozen apple pies just here, and I'm just going to drop it straight in. So we just want our puff pastry to puff up in the oil. Now they'll only need frozen. Now from frozen, they're only going to need about 5 or 6 minutes to cook in the hot oil. So guys, you can see here they're starting to puff up somewhat, then they're going golden brown. I'm going to give them about another minute, and now I'm going to put them on a plate with some paper towel, get that excess oil off, and then we can get stuck into these bad boys. So it's as easy as that, guys. There's my interpretation of the apple pie, the famous fast food apple pie. So let's get stuck into one of these bad boys. They're really, really crunchy, which is what we're after, so let's go. Oh. The toast, eerily similar. Wow, I'm going to go in for another bite. Just to open this up and show you on the inside. Check that out. As always, the ingredients are below, so give it a go. You guys take care, and I'll see you this Monday for budget meals. So until then, take care.